Okay, so I published my first book on Amazon KDP. That's in my new account. This is my third account. In case your account has been suspended at any point in time or banned at any point in time. In other words, if you've been banned on Amazon before and you are thinking of how to get back to the platform, I'm going to be sharing with you much later how to go about that in the most legal way, right? But now we are dealing with something very important that a lot of authors are facing on Amazon KDP, which is books being blocked. Now, we will look at two aspects of this. One side is, what do I have to do so that my book doesn't get blocked? Secondly, what do I do if my book gets to be blocked? Okay, so the first thing is, first of all, let me show you here, because I opened this account somewhere in September 2024, and since then I've been busy doing other things, including helping people create their Amazon account and publish their works. So I've not bothered doing anything on this platform. If you run Amazon KDP and the only way you earn from it is when you publish books, then you are leaving a lot of money on the table, right? So if you check down here, I published these two books and the two of them got blocked. Okay, so the process to unblocking them has already commenced, and I'm going to be showing you what I did. At the end of the day, I'm doing this video in confidence that they will unblock it, right? And if you're seeing this video now, it means that the books have been unblocked. Okay, so I'll be showing you what to do or what I did. But before then, what are those things you should do in order for your book not to be blocked in the first place? Now, most often what they queried when they block your book is that it didn't meet the standard. In other words, that their customers will not feel satisfied with your products. Okay, so because of that, they are flagging the book or they are blocking the book. That's one. In some cases, when you go against their community guideline, maybe for some persons who are probably copying other people's work, or those in summary section, people who want to do summary books, mostly Amazon looks at that as trying to copy somebody's work without the copyright being granted you. So in some cases, they will shut down the book. Okay, but then I want you to understand, okay, let me say this before I make the point I want to make next. It's important that your book, because of that thing they say that is not up to the quality that their customers will read and be satisfied with. So it's important that you write something of quality. One of the things when it comes to quality is the originality of the work. Okay, a work that is not original, no matter how you package it, is low quality according to Amazon standard. Okay, so it has to begin with the original nature of your work. That also means that you are not going to be generating your work or your book from AI. Okay, there are a lot of AI tools today, including the one you have on your WhatsApp, the Meta AI that you can use to generate one or two things. But mind you that AI is picking those information from public domain work. Now, I want to show you something here. If you want to publish most of those work that are in public domain, when you want to publish the book, see what you do. I'm not encouraging you by this video to just use AI, but in case you happen to maybe use AI to generate a work and you edit it, put it in a good shape that probably, of course, there are some tools that are out there you can use to run some check on the book that you generated, okay, to make it AI free, right? So, but even at that, once you are done and you want to publish a book that is in public domain, okay, what you can easily generate from AI or you can find out there online. Okay, so what you will need to do, let me open something here. Okay, let me just click on this. I'm not going to create any book, but just to show you something. So I'll click on this. So I'll show you what to select so that you will reduce the chances of your book getting blocked or your account getting banned. Okay, so the information you supply Amazon is important because they are going to use that to check how honest you are with what you are giving them. All right, so when you have done everything, let's scroll down here. I'm using the paperback version, but you can as well trace this out in the e section. Okay, so you come here where you say it's publishing rights. Can you see? I own the copyright and I hold necessary publishing rights. So you select this if the work is your original work from beginning to the end. If not, select this option which say this is public domain work. Okay, so you are much safer with this option when you are using part of AI generated content. Are you following this? So it's important you select this option. Now, when you select this option, one of the things that happens is you will not be able to go with the 70% royalty option. Okay, that's 70. Yeah, there's the 35% royalty option and there's the 70% royalty option. Okay, so let me do as though I select this. Let's see if we can proceed. Let's see if we can proceed with this and get to pricing. I'm not so sure, but let's see if we can. Okay, let's see if we can proceed with this to the next stage. Let me just select a category for now, just so that we move on. I want to quickly show you something, so you know that I'm not just talking, I know what I'm saying, right? So let's just hit save and continue. Okay, so let's also suppose that here, oh, this is going to take me long. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to use an e-book, right? Let me return to the beginning. I'm not going to save this, so I'll return to the beginning. And I want to go for this one. I'm yet to finish this. Okay, so let's say this is what I'm working on. This is the e version. I click on it. So we scroll down to this place. Sorry, we passed it already. What is it again? So supposing this is not my original work, so I come here, I select this, a public domain work, then I'll continue and I'll click save and continue. I want to let you see how this option affects your pricing, right? So let's say here that I pick any format. Let me just pick any book here. No, the title is not the same. I hope it passes. Okay, since this is a sample, let's just continue. And here I will just take a cover. Sorry, let this finish loading. Okay, so when I come to cover, I want to use a cover I've designed, so I click on this and then let's pick the cover in JPEG. I want to go for this, yeah, for now. I'm not publishing this. I want to take you to the stage where you'll be able to see the pricing option, having selected that this is a public domain work. Okay, and why am I advising that you select public domain? I'm advising that if the work is not your original work. Now here it says AI generated content. Let's say that this public domain work is not even AI generated, it's maybe summary book or something like that. Okay, so let me just click no, but if it's AI, I will click yes. Then I will continue. We want to, by all means, reduce the chances of our book being blocked. Now I can continue until here is active and I can launch review or preview, right? So for that to be active, you need to wait for this to finish processing. Okay, this file is still being processed as well as this. So a lot of time people don't know this. There is no need refreshing anything. Okay, just allow it, because I've seen videos where people say keep refreshing it, be patient. Okay, the system is working, allow it to finish. Can you see this one is done? So let's see if the cover part is done. It's also done, so we can preview now. Just a moment, it's loading, so we can easily preview. So once we preview it, we'll get to the next stage and I will show you what I needed to show you. Like I said, don't be in a haste, only be sure that your network is active, is working. Okay, so that's the only thing you should be bothered about. Otherwise, leave the system to process your work the way it should. Okay, so I'm just waiting just a few moments. Okay, so we found 10 possible. Okay, not even 10, 1 okay, that's not a problem because this is a sample that we are doing. So let's see if there are issues. They will list it out there. They will list the issues out there. So let's see. And this is also part of why you need to launch that preview, to see if there are issues, you fix them. It's part of the reasons that a book could be blocked. Okay, that preview, people don't remember to do it sometimes. Okay, or even if they remember to do it, they don't pay close attention to the information that, or the feedback that KDP is giving them. Okay, so we'll see what is coming up here. Just a moment, we'll be able to see. Okay, so you see 101 issues. So you now begin to see, you listed them out here. Okay, so I can find a way to check the issues or email the issues. Okay, now I can't see it very well here. So what I will do or might do is to, okay, let me adjust to this. No, it's not still. So I want to see what to do to be able to see what is here. Okay, so let me adjust my system to see if it can, yeah. So I've adjusted my system, so you can check down here and see each of what they are showing you, whether it's what to ignore. If it's what to ignore, just ignore it and go on. But if not, try to return to where you have those issues that they listed and fix them before continuing, right? But in this case, we'll just choose to ignore because we are not publishing this work, right? So I just ignored. Let's zoom in again. Then I take it back. Okay, just take it back from here and let's continue. Okay, so you see here now that you can't see the warning again. Okay, so remember, you don't have to just click ignore and continue. Why I clicked ignore is that I'm not publishing this. The book is not meant for this particular title, right? So get to the next stage. Let's save and get to the next stage. So we selected the this is not or this is a public domain work, right? So we scroll down. We want to check for pricing option. Can you see this is not active? You can't select this. Okay, so once you choose that public domain work, it ticks off this. You can select 70% royalty option. So that's what happens. Okay, so they want to pay you by reducing your royalty percentage. Okay, so that's basically what happens. So if you want to reduce the chances of your book getting blocked, that's one thing I would advise among other things I've mentioned. Okay, so check your work. The launch preview option is a good part to it, but don't just depend on that, because there are certain mistakes you could make. Maybe title that you have is not consistent with what you have somewhere inside the book or on the cover. Check those things. They could lead to poor quality. I've told you the first thing about poor quality on Amazon publishing is when you're publishing a book that is not your original work. So you rather tell them on time, like I said, that this is from public domain. You can take your time. Let's get to that public domain. Click here to read more of what they mean by public domain. For instance, they say here, select this option if you are publishing a public domain book. Okay, keep in mind that the duration for copyright varies between countries and others, and so you need to check out those things. So there are platforms where you can get public domain books that are freely out there for you to take part of and then publish. Okay, and when you do that, try to keep to the terms on that public domain work. All right, so this is not a video to talk about public domain work, but the provision for that is there, so be sure that you select that, and that helps. Okay, so away from that, have a good cover design. Now, I did a video on this page on how to get Canva Pro. Okay, Canva Pro will help you to get the premium elements on Canva, whether it is the pictures, the images, whatever, even the font. You get premium everything with that Canva Pro. Okay, so I shared a video how to get the Canva Pro for free using a .edu extension of email, right? So you can get it from your school email if your email has if your school has email for their student, right? So check out that video. It's a free video. Follow my steps and you'll get Canva Pro for free. I've been using that since 2021. Is it 2021? Let me say since the last 3 years. I know it's been up to 3 years. I started using the Canva Pro, right? So you can set it up and use it for free. You don't need to. It's Canva that even gives you that option. So it's very legal, right? So you can use it to work on your quality, okay? And then make sure that if it's your original work, you edit it very well. Now, there is what they call, let's return to this place, where they talk about AI. I want to show you something briefly. Let's return to that next stage, the content stage. Remember, Amazon KDP Publishing has 3 stages. There is the detail stage, which is where we put keywords and all those things, the name, title to our book. Then, okay, see it's here. You see detail stage, content stage, and then pricing stage, right? So you can remove Kindle ebook. You now see that each of them has Kindle ebook here. So you have details, content, and pricing. Okay, so what I wanted to show you here is where it talks about AI. It said AI generated, okay? So it means that you are generating this content with AI. They are not talking about AI edited. It's a different thing altogether. You can use AI tools to edit your original work. It doesn't make it AI generated. Okay, sometimes I finish creating or crafting my work and I put it on even WhatsApp Meta AI and I say, edit this, okay, without changing my tune, my style, my voice. It goes on to edit the errors, grammatical errors in UK English. There's a prompt that I add to the content and he edits it for me. But I don't edit the whole book at a time. I edit it part by part. That's the way I do it. Excuse me. Okay, so it's important that you take note of that. Okay, so there's a difference between AI edited and AI generated. That's why I brought you here. So we've looked at a few things pertaining to your book getting blocked. In other words, things to do to minimize or reduce the chances of your book getting blocked, whether it's ebook or your what's it called, your paperback or your hardcover. So if we are done with that, let me return to my bookshelf. I'm not gonna save this. So let's return to the bookshelf. So here is my book. Now before I'll show you what to do, we are looking at these and the other one, the ones we published already and they are blocked. And before I show you what to do, let me advise you that you always stay close to the email connected to your Amazon KDP account. Because if they give you a notification and you are supposed to respond within a space of time and you don't, it's none of their business. I've seen people that their accounts have been shut down, banned, because they got a notification but they didn't act. In fact, it almost happened to me when it had to do with ID card verification. They gave me a window period of 2 weeks. And supposing I didn't show up or shake my account within those few days left, I would have lost the account and there's nothing they can do about it. Okay? So always be checking your email, whether your book was blocked or was not blocked. They are from time to time send you notification and from time to time also log in. Okay, there are other things around that, but I won't go into all the details, right? So having said a few things with regards to reducing the chances of your book getting blocked on Amazon, I still want you to know that even after you've done everything right, you are sure of what you did, you are sure of the fact that this is your original content, original idea from beginning to the end, you could still get blocked. So it's not amateurs that have their books blocked on Amazon, okay? So when you get that notification or when you have your book blocked like this, usually they will send you notification via the email connected to your Amazon KDP account, okay? So that's where I normally first see. In fact, I set my phone that any email I receive, I get a notification, okay? So I get instant notification on any email landing on my email, any of my email accounts. Okay, so that's how I got to know. Then in that email, you'll see where they will tell you if you think that this is a mistake, contact customer support. So you can click on customer support from there and contact them, or you can log into your KDP account like I am inside my KDP account, and then you scroll down. Let's even see whether you can do it from, yes, you can as well do it from here. Can you see? You can click on contact KDP customer service. You can as well take it down to this place. If you log in, you'll be able to see the option to contact customer support. It used to be here. Yeah, see, contact us is down here. Okay, contact us. You can click it here. But since we are talking about this blog book, let's click on here and click on contact KDP customer service. That's what to do, and that's what I've done. And they told me in a matter of 4 to 5 working days, I should have their feedback. I should get their feedback. So I'm expecting their feedback. So when you come here, you see these 5 options: account, bank, tax, info, book formatting and publishing. This is this. The one you go for is book formatting and publishing. Okay, so these are different departments. Okay, if you click these with regards to this issue of your book getting blocked, you will not be getting direct to the people who will help you, so they could complicate your issue. So it's important to know which department to contact, and that is the book formatting and publishing department. So you click on here. Now, when you've clicked here, you see different options. Okay, this one, trim size, margin, this. Let's go to book status. Yeah, because our book, the status of our book is showing that we have to, or our book is blocked. Okay, that's the status of our book. So you scroll down this way until you come to this other part where it says contact us. Click on it. Now, towards the evening time, this option of call us is usually active, right? But now it's not active because this is a US-based company, remember, okay? So in case you want to call them, but I don't think it's necessary to call. So I normally use the start chat option, okay? So once you click here, I don't want to click it now, but once you click here, okay, let me click it, but I won't finish up. I'll click here because of what next is going to happen. Now, they will ask you to put your account holder name, that's the account, the name of, the name on your account, okay? So now, because this is a blog book, it means it probably doesn't have ISBN or ISIN or ASIN, okay? So just put here the name on your account. Now, for you to make it easy for you and for them, make sure you go to your account. You can click here, you can click here, your account, click here, okay? Click on your account and go check the correct name, the full name on your account, right? Check the full name on your account, okay? So let's see when it opens. Because if you start a chat with them, they will definitely ask you of the full name on the account. But the full name on the account is usually not the name you see on the dashboard. Okay, so you need to click on your account to be able to see the full name. So it's still loading, just give it a moment. Okay, so my own has loaded. Now, in case you want to check, you click here, your account, you want to see the full name on your account, or you want to do anything around this, your account, and it gives you the option to request for an OTP. I did a video on how to deal with that phone OTP, because most times you request for OTP and they never send you an OTP to your phone, right? So check on those channel to find a video I did on how to navigate that issue with OTP. So now I can see the name on my account. Sorry, what did I just do? Sorry, I'm going to zoom this. I think I've made a mistake here, but let's continue. So I'm going to select this name as it is on my account. That's what they need, okay? So that's what I'm going to paste here. So having pasted it, I can overlook this, and click on start conversation. Now, when you start conversation, they might still ask you about your name, your full name. Still give them the full name as you have it, okay, to continue the conversation. If you don't give them the full name, you can't continue. They can't continue responding to you. And if you insist, your account may be blocked. So don't insist, okay? So find the full name to make it easier and straightforward for you and for them. So the next thing would be to let them know that you've got notification that your books that you published were blocked. If it's a public domain book, let them know. If it's your own original work, let them know, okay? So let them know that the books were blocked and you were asked to contact customer support, and that's why you are here. Okay, usually the person will tell you, okay, I'm going to escalate your issue to the people who will handle that and give you a window period to expect a response. So having done that, you should expect your book to be unblocked if they finish their manual process and there are no issues to still have your book blocked. Okay, so I'll be uploading this video once this book has been unblocked. Alright, so this is me bringing you update on the issue of my blocked books on Amazon KDP. We started this process yesterday, being 6th of May 2025, and I told you I was doing that video with every assurance that it's gonna work. And then I told you at the beginning of this video that if you see this video uploaded, it means that the books have been unblocked. And if you notice at the beginning of this video, I was putting on a turtleneck. That was yesterday being 6th, today is 7th. Now I could have done this video yesterday because if you check here, before I show you from my dashboard on Amazon, you'll see this email here, okay? Now, before getting to that, looking down here, this when I got, this is the first time they told me my book, my book was not accepted. Can you see cannot be published? That was the first one. That's this one, right? This is the second one. And if you check the date here, this is 5th. The first one was also on 5th because I published the two books the same day. I think it was on the 4th that I published the two books, okay? So, here are the cases when I raised the issue for them to review it. That was on the 5th, and on the 6th, okay? So that was yesterday. Now, before I left my office yesterday, or I was already at home yesterday when I got a notice, okay? If you notice here, these are two emails in one, so I open it. You now see, say, congratulations, your book, that particular book has been published, okay? So these are two emails. Let me open here so you see the two. So this one, congratulations. This one also, congratulations, okay? So that's the email I got before I came to my dashboard to now check. You see, the book is live, the ebook is live here, and the second one is also live, even though I'm going to work on the covers again because they got me angry and I had to look again at the cover ID. So I'm going to redo my covers for the books. But the points here, you've gotten the point. The books have been unblocked. You know why I didn't panic is that I've been on this journey since 2018. And you might wonder why I said this is my third account. Yeah, I opened a first account and I made a mistake. Yeah, I was training some persons. That was when Enugu State government was doing Skill Fest. So I was deployed to coach some students on how to run Amazon accounts, okay? Which I did, but then I was using my system to try opening Amazon KDP account for most of them, and that was when I got the first hits, okay? I was also hired by an NGO to train some girls doing one of the girl child, whatever they did, the same year, okay? That was 2022, 2021, 2022, okay? So those were, that was the time that my first account was terminated. Then the second time, okay, let me not disclose that here, okay? Because that's meant for my students, right? So let me keep that information away from here. So basically what we are doing here is to unblock the books that have been blocked. But why I'm sharing that story is to let you know why I wasn't panicked and why I was sure that this was going to work. And I started a video even before it got unblocked, okay? So that's how to go about it. Follow the steps in this video. Start from the beginning of the video, follow the steps, and get your books to be unblocked. Now, if you have any question about Amazon KDP or there's any video you want me to make on Amazon KDP, do let me know. Now, my training on Amazon KDP will center more around formatting and keywords, okay? These are two areas I want to focus more. Of course, I didn't consider how to create Amazon KDP account initially, but with how strict their system has become, I'm going to as well add that. But you know why I'm measuring on keyword and formatting? It's because that's what gets your book selling. Of course, Around that also, I'm going to be giving you a 5-step technique on how to craft your book, okay? A 5-step technique. In fact, I'm going to be publishing that book on Amazon shortly, okay? So a 5-step technique to help you craft a professional book, even if you've not written before, right? So it's part of the package I'm giving to my students. I'm also adding to the training a simple way to get your book global, especially if you are an author and you have a book, okay? A book of yours. Of course, most of what I'm doing is for non-fiction writers. But then you as a fiction writer can still benefit from it, especially this last part I'm talking about, okay? How to get your book on different maybe media stations like TV stations around the world. A simple way to go about that and get, for free, okay? For free. So I'm going to as well be sharing that, okay? There's a video of mine where I talked about, that was somewhere in 2021, 2022, where I talked about how I was able to place orders for my book and they were sent to me. That's one copies of my book. I think I ordered about 8 copies of my books, okay? 8 copies, different titles of my books, and they got delivered to my Nigerian address within few days, not up to a week, okay? In fact, the first time I tried it, I did it on a Tuesday. By Friday, I had the books here with me in Nigeria. The second time I tried it, I think it took like 5 days, and I had it here in Nigeria. So in case you also want to learn that, it's part of what I will be sharing, okay? But that's for my paid students. If you're interested in that, do let me know, okay? Now, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. Now, if you subscribe and don't turn on the notification bell, you will not be notified the moment I upload another video, okay? Whether it's on Amazon or on content creation. This channel feeds content creators and authors, okay? So go ahead, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. If you have any question, use the comment section to let me know your question. If you want to contact me directly on WhatsApp, check the description of this video. You will see a WhatsApp link to contact me with. See you in the next upload.